Set.
It's never easy to run alone, but Jonathan Javel Ferguson is doing just that. He's in lane number 4. Wherever you are inside the National Stadium, ensure that you help him all the way around the one lap of the National Stadium track. Jonathan Ferguson, Commonwealth finalist in 2022 in the T45 to T47 100 meters. He has 200 meters to go. Ferguson all alone. First race of velocity best 14. He is about to enter the straightaway. If you can, please help him home as he transitions into the stretch, and looking pretty strong too. Jonathan Ferguson coming home strongly. This is a pretty good performance, 50.93 at his best. We were pretty close to that here, just outside 51.46, but that is a pretty good run all by himself. That's a very good way to get velocity best 14 underway. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Jonathan Ferguson deserves a round of applause. 51.47. The time has been adjusted to for Jonathan Ferguson. Next track event scheduled for 4:15. It will be the Paralympic T13 400 meters, and there will be one competitor for that one as well. But we are some time away from the start of that next track event, and so the focus will be on what's happening in the field. So let's run through the competitors for the respective events. In the high jump T45 event, just one competitor, Isaiah Benjamin from the US Virgin Islands. In the long jump T20, one competitor as well, Kirona Salmon, representing Jamaica Paralympic. And that's in the women's T20 long jump. In the men's T20 long jump competition, two athletes, Christopher Bourne and Theodore Thomas. And we also have the long jump T47 for men. St. John Martin will be the lone competitor in that category. Discus F46 for women. Ishona Charles of Grenada, the lone competitor in the women's discus throw F46. Paralympic Games finalist, finished 9th in Tokyo in the discus, in the javelin, Ishona Charles. Let's see what she'll do in the discus here this afternoon, the lone competitor in the F46 category for the women's discus throw. There'll also be competition in the javelin throw, Paralympic F13 event. Theodore Suga of Jamaica Paralympic will be the lone competitor in that event. And we'll also have competition in the javelin throw F43 to F44. And there are three competitors in this one. McDonald Matthew Edwards of Barbados, he will go in the F55 category. And there's Nickel Walters of Grenada, and the well-decorated Akeem Stewart of Trinidad and Tobago, a double par world champion in 2017. He also won Olympic gold in 2016 in Rio at the Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. So tremendous competitor there is Akeem Stewart of Trinidad and Tobago, who will go in the Paralympic F43 to F44 men's javelin throw event. 5 minutes away from the next event on track, which will be the Paralympic T13 400 meters for men. That's scheduled for 4:15. And they're awaiting competition in the field. Several events taking place there. The T45 men's high jump competition, the T20 women's long jump, the T20 men's long jump, and the T47 men's long jump events, as well as the discus throw F46 for women, the F13 javelin for men, and the F43 to F44 javelin for men as well. We're awaiting the start of those events. Just one competitor set for the T13 men's 400 meters. Jean McKessie Williams of Jamaica Paralympic. And once again, like we saw in the T45 to T47, where the lone competitor ran from lane number 4, Jean Williams will also go in lane number 4. Yeah, so Jean McKessie Williams for the T13 400 meters. We're 2.5 minutes away from the start of that event. You should be at the start area now. And that's Jean Williams of Jamaica Paralympic. You should be at the start area now for the men's T13 400 meters. So just a minute away from the scheduled start of the T13 men's 400 meters. Just one competitor, Jean Williams of Jamaica Paralympic. He's not currently at the start area, so Jean, you need to make your way to the start area for the T13 men's 400 meters. Failure to report in the next 2 minutes means that we'll move right along to the next event, which will be the 100 meters. So action has started in the T45 men's high jump. The lone competitor Isaiah Benjamin clearing at 1.40 meters. Needed 2 attempts to go over 1.40 meters, but successfully negotiated that height. Isaiah Benjamin from the US Virgin Islands, and now he's gone clear at 1.45. So he started at 1.35, needed 2 attempts to get over 1.35, just 1 attempt to get over 1.40, and now 1 attempt to get over 1.45. And the bar will be raised to 1.50 for Isaiah Benjamin of the US Virgin Islands in the T45 men's high jump competition. And there is Isaiah Benjamin going clear again, this time at 1.50 meters. So second time at 1.35, and then first time clearances at 1.40, 1.45, and 1.50 meters. And now Benjamin takes down the bar with his first attempt at 1.55 meters. So 2 more attempts to come at this height. Lone competitor in the T45 men's high jump competition. Second attempt coming up now. And this time he goes clear. Isaiah Benjamin of the US Virgin Islands, second time clearance at 1.55 meters. And that was the second time in the competition that he needed a second attempt to go clear, because he needed a second attempt at the opening height of 1.35 meters. Bar being raised to 1.60 meters now. First time failure at 1.60. For Isaiah Benjamin. And also fails to go clear. Second time at 1.60 meters. Third and final attempt for Benjamin, and sees the red flag as he takes the bar down. So that means that's his competition. Cleared 5 heights, second time at 1.35, first time clearances at 1.40, 1.45 and 1.50, a second time clearance at 1.55, and then failing to go clear at 1.60 meters. Isaiah Benjamin of the US Virgin Islands, the lone competitor in the T45 men's high jump competition, and he finishes with the best of 1.55 meters. A big round of applause for Isaiah Benjamin of the US Virgin Islands. Competition has also started in the long jump. Let's bring you up to date, starting with the women's T20 event. Kirona Salmon, the lone competitor there, first attempt at 2.70 meters into a minus 3.0 meters per second wind speed. So that's the women's T20 long jump. The men's T20 long jump has two competitors, both representing Jamaica Paralympic, Christopher Bourne and Theodore Thomas. Christopher Bourne, first round attempt, 4.76 meters, negative 1.6 meters per second, the wind speed for that effort. As usual at Velocity Fest, you know you can track the results live. All you have to do is download the Roster Athletics app. And not just results on the track, but everything that's happening in the field as well. You have live results, so you don't miss a beat when it comes on to Velocity Fest and Roster Athletics. It's all live, and all you have to do is get downloading, if of course you haven't already. And I'm pretty sure everyone inside the National Stadium has already downloaded the Roster Athletics app. Competition has also started in the F46 discus for women. Just one competitor there, Ishona Charles of Grenada. The Tokyo Paralympic Games 9th place finisher in the javelin throw. First round effort, 21.48 meters in the F46 discus throw. And she had a second round effort of 17.83 meters. So her best so far, the 21.48 in round number one. Ishona Charles of Grenada in the F46 women's discus throw event. The next event on track, by the way, is scheduled for 4:30 p.m. So we are just about 4 minutes away from that. And it will be the T37 women's 100 meters. Just one competitor will take part in that from Jamaica Paralympic, Asoy Campbell. And she will run from lane number 4. So that will be the T37 women's 100 meters, which will be followed on the track by the T43 to T44 men's 100 meters. Once again, one competitor there will be Nickel Walters of Grenada. We'll continue to update you on what's taking place in the field events. Remember, we'll have Paralympic action going up to 5 o'clock when the able-bodied athletes will get going with the prelims of the women's 100 meters, to be followed by the prelims of the men's 100 meters. And of course, those events will be cracking. The 200s you'll definitely want to see, so please call your friends and family and tell them to get to the National Stadium, because the 200 races are worth seeing here at Velocity Fest 14. Some outstanding competitors listed for the men's 200 meters especially. The World Indoor 400 bronze medalist Rasheen McDonald. The World Indoor 60 meters bronze medalist Akeem Blake, all listed to take part. Both listed to take part. There is Arnold Hughes, the British record holder, both 100 and 200 meters. There's Oblique Seville. twice a fourth place finisher at the World Championships at 100 meters. So much quality in the men's 200 meters, and so we look forward to that. Just a minute and a half away from the next event on track. That's the T37 women's 100 meters. I saw Sona Campbell, the lone competitor. And Sona should be at the start area now for the T37 women's 100 meters, scheduled for 4:30 p.m. The T43 to T44 men's 100 meters with Nickel Walters of Grenada is scheduled for 4:40. One event completed already, the T45 men's high jump. Isaiah Benjamin of the US Virgin Islands, the lone competitor in the field, clearing 1.55 meters to take a victory. The women's T20 long jump is in progress. 3 rounds on the way. Corona Salmon of Jamaica Paralympic, the lone competitor in the women's T20 long jump. She jumped 2.70 meters in the opening round. Second round fall, third round fall as well for Corona Salmon of Jamaica Olympic. That's the T37 men's long jump, or women's long jump, apologies. The 100 meters coming up now on track, starting with the T37 women's event. One competitor, she goes in lane number 4, representing Jamaica Paralympic, Sona Campbell. Campbell off and running in the T37 women's 100 meters. If you can help her down the National Stadium home stretch. Campbell in the T37 women's 100 meters, and just outside 15 seconds, 15.56 is the flash time. Positive 2.5 meters per second the wind speed, so good to see the wind speed in a positive direction. Means that we're likely to see some fast times later on when the able-bodied athletes take to the track at 5 o'clock. But this is pretty quick for Sona Campbell. 15.57 is what that has been adjusted to for Sona Campbell of Jamaica Paralympic, the lone competitor in the women's T37 100 meters. The men's T43 event next on track, T43, T44 100 meters, and that will come up at 4:40, and so we are 9 minutes away from that. We'll continue to take you through what's happening in the field events. So the men's long jump T20, 2 competitors, Theodore Thomas and Christopher Bourne, both representing Jamaica Paralympic. 4 rounds all the way. Thomas leads with 5.99 meters. His best effort coming in the opening round into a negative 2.6 meters per second wind speed. Also had a 5.89 in round number 4 with a negative 1.5 meters per second wind speed. And Christopher Bourne is in second position at 4.76 meters. That effort came in round 1 as well at negative 1.6 meters per second. His second best effort, 4.25, which came in the second round, negative 2.8 meters per second. All this information is available live on the Roster Athletics app. So if you haven't already downloaded, ensure that you download the Roster Athletics app. Let's also say thanks to our main sponsors, Water, Grace, and KFC. Thank you so much for making it velocity first 14. So we have completed action in the F46 women's discus throw. The lone competitor Ishona Stacy and Charles of Grenada. Her best effort 21.48 came in the opening round. In the sixth and final round, she had a 20.81 with a 21.39 in round 5. But her 21.48 from the opening round, her best mark, Ishona Stacy and Charles of Grenada. A ninth place finisher at the Paralympic Games in Tokyo in 2021. That was in the javelin throw, and she wins the discus here this afternoon with a 21.48 meter effort in round 1. One competitor for the T43, T44 men's 100 meters, and that competitor should be at the start area now. The event is scheduled for 4:40. The men's T43 to T44 100 meters, and the lone competitor for that event, Nickel Walters of Grenada, should be at the start area. Also competitors for the senior men's long jump. Competitors for the senior men's long jump report to the competition area. So athletes for the senior men's long jump report to the competition area. Athletes, senior men's long jump, report to the competition area. we've now completed action in the long jump T20 event for women. Just the one competitor, Kirona Salmon of Jamaica Paralympic, her best mark coming in round 1, 2.70 meters. She had a 2:43 in round number 6. That was her second best effort. Kirona Salmon, the lone competitor in the T20 women's long jump event. In the T20 men's long jump, two competitors in this one, and the win went to Theodore Thomas of Jamaica Paralympic with a best mark of 5.99 meters, with Christopher Bourne of Jamaica Paralympic finishing in second at 4.76. Nicole Walters, lane number 4, needs your support. The lone competitor in the T43, T44 men's 100 meters from Grenada. And coming through in 15.75 seconds. Nicole Walters of Grenada, positive 2.0 meters per second the wind speed. The time adjusted to 15.76 for Nicole Walters of Grenada in the T43, T44 men's 100 meters. Next event on track will be the T45 to T47 men's 100 meters, and that is scheduled to come up at 4:50 Jamaica time. So we are 9 minutes away from the start of that race. Men's F41 shot put about to begin. Just one competitor, Deshaun Roberts, representing Roses Academy from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. The lone competitor in that event, the F41 men's shot put. And we've just gotten the first throw of the competition. Athletes for the senior men's shot put. Athletes for the senior men's shot put and the senior women's discus throw. You are needed at the respective competition areas. Athletes for the senior men's shot put and the senior women's discus throw. You are needed at the respective competition areas.
Biggie, when you ready?
Three rounds completed in the F41 men's shot put competition. Just one athlete, Deshaun Roberts from St. Vincent and the Grenadines. His best mark coming in round number 3, 5.11 meters. He opened with 4.38 meters and then had 4.22 meters in round 2. So that's the F41 men's shot put event currently in progress. A minute and a half away now from the men's 100 meters T45 to T47. Two competitors listed for this one. In lane number 2, we already saw him over 400 meters, Jonathan Ferguson. And in lane number 6, also from Jamaica Paralympic, Jamardi Richards. And the two competitors for the T45 to T47 men's 100 meters is the final Paralympic event on the track before we get to the able-bodied athletes starting at 5 o'clock. T45 to T47 men's 100 meters. Athletes for the senior women's 100 meters, please report to the call room. Competitors for the senior women's 100 meters, please report to the call room. Ferguson in lane number 2, Richards in lane number 6, T45 to T47. Men's 100 meters, Jonathan Ferguson won the 400 meters earlier, and he returns to win the 100 meters as well. 11.11 is the winning time for Ferguson. This is the event he made the Cornwall final in 2022, and Richards in second at 11.47. Legal wind for this race as well, so good to see. We had a 2.4 for the women's 100 T37, and then we had 2.0. Now we have 1.5 for the T45 to T47 men's 100 meters. 11.11 for Jonathan Ferguson and 11.47 for Jamali Richards, both athletes representing Jamaica Paralympic. Well, that's it for the Paralympic events here at least on the track at the Velocity Fest 14. Next event on track will be the heats of the women's 100 meters. And that's scheduled for 5 o'clock. And there will be 3 heats of the women's 100 meters. The fastest 8 will go into an A final, and then those finishing in positions 9 to 16 will contest a B final. So we've completed action in the F41. That's the F41 men's shot put event. The Sean Roberts of St. Vincent of the Grenadines, the lone competitor there. His best mark, 5.11 meters. That came in the 3rd round. His next best effort was 4.74 meters, which came in round 6. He also had 4.71 in round 5. Standing by for the first of 3 heats in the women's 100 meters. We're also awaiting the start of the men's long jump. Pretty big field for the men's long jump, which includes the 2-time World Championship medalist, 2019 World Champion and the 2023 bronze medalist, Tajay Gale in the lineup. Also there, Shawnee Thompson of Sprint Tech, Emmanuel Archibald, the Guyanese representing Swept Track Club, Aubrey Allen of Legacy Athletics, Siobhan Hansen of Ricketts Performance, David Tomlinson of GC Foster College, Siobhan Parkinson of GC Foster College, Simone McLeod also of GC Foster College, Jafar Moore of UTEC, and Shamar Reed also of UTEC. Those are the competitors for the men's long jump event, and we'll get action in that event pretty shortly. Let's go with the first of 3 heats in the women's 100 meters, the preliminary round. Here's the lineup for heat number 1. In lane number 3, representing Air Blastoff Lions, the Canadian Melina Duran. In lane number 4, she ran the heats for Jamaica's gold medal winning sprint relay team at the Tokyo Olympic Games, representing Sprint Tech, Ramona Burchell. In lane number 6, the 2018 Commonwealth Games Sprint Hurdles bronze medalist, also representing Sprint Tech, Yannick Thompson. And in lane number 7, the 2019 World Championship Sprint Relay finalist, representing the MVP Track Club, Janique Brown. With the lineup for the first of 3 heats in the women's 100 meters. Off they go, and they have been recalled here in the women's 100 meters first heat. While we sort that out, we're getting ready as well for the start of the men's long jump competition. We'll also have competition in the women's discus and the men's shot put. So Jamar Reed, he got the men's long jump underway with a mark of 6.03 meters, negative 2.1 meters per second the wind speed. So the jumpers performing into the wind here, the wind against them. As Savona McLeod, the intercollegiate champion from yesterday at GC Foster College, takes the lead with his first round effort of 6.38 meters. All four competitors remain for the first heat of the women's 100 meters. Melina Durand, Ramona Burchell, Yannick Thompson, and Janique Brown. Off they go, pretty good start for, well, they've been recalled again for the women's 100 meters. Very important that I tell you that for the first time in Jamaica, there is a camera that captures the start of the races, and will be used for all the straight races today. The 100 meters, of course, getting us underway. And so there is video of what is happening with the various movements at the start of each event. Thanks to World Class Athletics, we have that here for the first time today. And so if needed, the athletes can go by the starters area and see video of exactly what happened if there is a disqualification. So a yellow card has been shown to Duran. All four athletes still there. Off they go, Burchell got up well, Janique Brown on the outside also moving well, but Burchell takes control of the race. Janique Brown running brilliantly, but Burchell has them covered, and she will win ahead of Janique Brown. 11.33 is the flash time for Ramona Burchell. Positive 1.1 meters per second the wind speed. 11.64 for Janique Brown in second position. 11.78 for Yannick Thompson in third position. And 12.50 for Duran finishing in fourth position. Once again, positive 1.1 meters per second the wind speed. Ramona Burchell taking the first heat of the women's 100 meters. And for sure, we'll see her again later for the A final.
bucket. Yeah, what I'm here hearing instead. I'm here hearing.
Jesus God.
No. This is me hearing. Me hearing from camera one.
Camera one alone. Can you see my ear from camera one?
Yes. Yes, camera one.
Let's go with the lineup for the second heat of the women's 100 meters. And we start in lane number 3. Representing UTEC, Alexia Beckford. In lane number 4, a finalist at the 2019 World Championships, representing MVP, Janelle Smith. In lane number 5, twice a World Championship sprint relay medalist, representing Legacy Athletics, Jura Levy. In lane number 6, won the silver medal at the Intercollegiate Championship at GC Foster College yesterday, representing UTEC, the Barbadian, Kishona Niles. The lineup for the second heat in the women's 100 meters.
Loud and clear. Barnes, Mike.
Also in this lineup in lane number 2, Ayla Pessoa Rollins. Off they go for the second heat of the women's 100 meters. Janelle Smith got away well. Jura Levy also moving well. Levy finds her way at the front. 11.63 is the winning time for Jura Levy out of lane number 5. Once again, positive 1.1 meters per second. 11.63 for Jura Levy. The Barbadian Niles finishes in second position at 11.70. $11.73 for Amoy Brown in third position. Smith finishes in fourth at 11.97. 12.21 for Pessoa Rollins in fifth position. Once again, positive 1.1 meters per second, the wind speed. Let's get you up to date with what's happening in the men's long jump competition. The lead now held by Sean D. Thompson of Sprint Tech. His first round effort of 7.60 meters, taking him ahead of Aubrey Allen of Legacy, 6.82, and the intercollegiate champion, newly minted intercollegiate champion, Savona McLeod, 6.38, representing GC Foster College. And the two-time World Championship medalist, including the 2019 gold medalist, Jay Gale of the MVP Track Club, his first round effort, just 5.62 meters. Once again, the jumpers competing against the wind here. So the leading mark of 7.60, one of the few performances done with the wind in the favor of the athletes, plus 0.6 meters per second for Sean D. Thompson on his leading effort of 7.60 meters. Third and final heat coming up in the women's 100 meters.
That's not here.
Next team, stand by the
No,
clock.
you say no.
It's not here. It's here. Nope. I'm more here. That was here. All right. No.
Wait, no.
Here's the lineup in lane number 2, representing UTEC, Jaden Bennett.
Yeah, man. Here.
Me, you know, band students.
And lane number 4, fourth at the Intercollegiate Championships yesterday, representing Titans, Sharia Henry. And lane number 5, a semi-finalist over 60 meters at the World Indoor Championships in Glasgow, Scotland, from Sprintec, Shashali Forbes. And lane number 6, part of Jamaica's U20 World Record Sprint Relay team from the MVP Track Club, Tia Clayton. And lane number 7, representing UTEC, Crystal Slowly. And in lane number 8, representing MVP, Normally White. The lineup for the third and final heat in the women's 100 meters.
On your mark.
Yeah, man. Here.
Yeah, man.
Y'all hear me? You see?
1 minute, please.
Off they go. Shashali Forbes in lane number 5 has got away well. Tia Clayton chasing her now. Forbes and Clayton right together. Forbes and Clayton to the line. It might have been Clayton, and look at that time. It's pretty nippy. The clock says 11.13. Positive 1.0 meters per second the wind speed. Ladies and gentlemen, that's a new personal best for Tia Clayton. Shashali Forbes finishes in 2nd position. Well, that looked pretty good, and it was only qualifying. What a final we'll have. Ramona Burchell looked good. Shashali Forbes looked pretty comfortable there, and so did Tia Clayton, who came through to win the third and final heat of the women's 100 meters. Let's just get confirmation of those times. So yes, a personal best, 11.13 for Tia Clayton. She lowers her previous best, which was 11.23. Positive 1.0 meters per second the wind speed. Shashali Forbes also looking in spanking form, 11.16 in 2nd position. Crystal Slowly, 11.42 in 3rd. Sharia Henry, 11.82 in 4th. Normally White, 12.66. And Jaden Bennett, 12.83, closing out that field. Let's move along now to the men's 100 meters. Top 8 to advance to the final, top 8 fastest to advance to the final. Those finishing 9th through 16th will contest a B final, and those 17 to 24 will contest a C final. There are 6 heats scheduled for the men's 100 meters. Let's give you the lineup for Heat 1. And lane number 2, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Ashoni Sigri. And lane number 3, representing the MVP Track Club, Mario Williams. And lane 4, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Wayne McPherson. And lane 5, representing MVP Track Club, Ramon Barneswell. And lane number 6, representing Swept Track Club, the Guyanese, Emmanuel Archibald. And in lane number 7, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Justin Freighter. The first of 6 heats in the men's 100 meters. So a second gun for the first heat of the men's 100 meters. Once again, video will be available of what's happening at the start, just in case the athletes need to query anything about a disqualification or caution. Just like you see at the global level, it's very much available here through World Class Athletics at Velocity Best 14. We also just saw Tajay Gale improving to 7.38 meters. He moves the second in the men's long jump behind Sean D. Thompson, who went on to 7.67 in round 2 to improve on his 7.60 from round 1. Remember, Gale at 5.62 in round 1. So according to the competition developing in the men's long jump competition, the world champion of 2019 trailing Sean D. Thompson of sprinting. Off they go for the first heat, and again, another recall here. Men's 100 meters. We're still trying to get the first heat away. So we've already lost Sean Sigri. He was in lane number 2. Let's see what the officials decide here on this second recall. In the men's 100 meters, this is the first of 6 heats. Once again, all the information is available on the Roster Athletics app, so download now. And you see Emmanuel Archibald there going across to have a look at the video. Pan American Games bronze medalist last year, Emmanuel Archibald. Emmanuel Archibald, the Pan American Games bronze medalist from last year, running on the protest in this first heat of the men's 100 meters. Off they go for the first heat of the men's 100 meters. Archibald is going well. Barneswell trying to chase him. So too is Mario Williams, but it's Archibald who comes away to win it. 10.27 is the flash time. We'll wait to see what happens because he is running on the protest. Positive 1.7, adjusted to 10.26. Your assistance is needed as the long jump is taking place. Let's get into this. Men's long jump competition currently being led by Sean D. Thompson of Sprint Tech with 7.67 meters. That came in the second round. As we sort things out in the first heat of the men's 100 meters. So 10.25 for Archibald, Ramon Barneswell 10.42, Mario Williams 10.49, Wayne McPherson 10.67 and Justin Freighter 10.70. We'll see what the final decision is with Emmanuel Archibald, who ran on the protest. Let's get to the next event on track. Let's quickly go through the lineup for you. In lane number 3, Clinton Simmons of New Era. Lane number 7, Brendan Rodney, representing Sprint Tech, the Canadian. And in lane number 8, Bodine Tolo, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club. Off they go for the second heat of the men's 100 meters. Brendan Rodney coming through late after a great start by Clinton Simmons. Rodney crosses the line 10.43 for the Canadian. Positive 1.4 meters per second the wind speed. .43. 10.71 for Simmons in second position. .72 for Adane Crooks of New Era in third. 11.37 for Bodine Tolo of Dynamic Speed. That was heat number 2. Heat number 3 is coming up. Let's give you the lineup for the race on track. 3. Won 200 silver at the Intercollegiate Championships yesterday from J.C. Foster College, Javon White. Lane 4 from New Era Track Club, Andre Harris. And lane number 5 from UWI Mona, a former Intercollegiate champion, Mazina Barrett. And lane 7 from UWI Mona, Blaine Buckle. And in lane number 8, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Nicoy White. Off they go. Great start for Andre Harris of New Era. Javon White now steps forward. White ahead of Harris, and they go to the line together. 10.40 is the flash time. Might have been Harris in lane number 4 who came through to take it. Yes, indeed, positive 1.1 meters per second the wind speed. Both athletes given 10.40. Harris given the win. Barrett in third at 10.56. So at 10.40 does give both men a chance of being in the A final later on, but still 3 more races to come with some really fast men as well. So 10.40 for Andre Harris, same time for Javon White. Harris 0.394 and White 0.400, all available on the roster athletics at Mazina Barrett 10.56 in third and Nicoy White 10.62 in fourth. Heat 4 of 6 coming up in the men's 100 meters. Let's run through the lineup. In lane 1, representing UTEC, Clive Elson. Lane 2 from Pelicans, Devon Lysite. Lane 3, representing Hercules Wimbledon, AC, the Brit Chad Miller. And lane 4, Jamaican champion all the way back in 2010, representing Sprint Tech, O'Shane Bailey. In lane number 5, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Jazeel Murphy. In lane number 6, from Titans International, the Antigua, Darian Skerritt. In lane 7, from Titans, Rashane McLeod. And in lane 8, representing GC Foster College, David Tomlinson. And the lineup for Heat 4 of 6 in the men's 100 meters. Off they go, and again another recall. The start of heat number 4. Men's 100 meters gives us an opportunity to update you on what's happening in the men's long jump competition. Sean D. Thompson still has the lead after 3 rounds in the competition. His best mark, 7.67, came in round 2. Tajay Gill, the 2019 world champion, has come within 3 centimeters of the lead though, 7.64 in round number 3, with Aubrey Allen of Legacy Athletics now in 3rd position with a best of 7.31 meters, and that came in round number 3. The top 3 performances done in negative wind for the long jump men at this stage. Shane McLeod from lane number 7 has a look at the video. And McLeod has been disqualified for a full start.
Like nobody talk to him, stop.
You say mash up cable, no can listen to it.
Yeah, the man who put on some more the cable, you know. But they don't like cable and they don't make up them damn nice.
The shot, the
These guys, you know, that's what me, man.
Off they go, and once again another recall here. We've already lost for Shane McLeod of Titans from this 4th section. Let's see what happens this time around. Women's discus throw is also in progress. Samantha Hall of MVP has gone over 60 meters. She leads the competition with 60.78. Shanae Lawrence of Reckless Control is in 2nd position with 53.06, and Laudricia Cameron in 3rd, more known for her shot put capabilities. 46.57 is her best so far, and we have completed 3 rounds of the women's shot put competition. Samantha Hall leading the way with 60.78 meters. Jesse Murphy has had a look at the video. He's requested to run on the protest. It has been granted, and he will so do from lane number 5. Off they go, a Shane Bailey in 4, gone away well, and well, they have been recalled once again. We've already lost Shane McLeod for a full start. Jazeel Murphy is running on the protest, and we have a 3rd recall for heat 4 of the men's 100 meters. In short order, we'll also update you on the final 8 in the men's long jump. Just in case you want to be ahead of the rest though, download the roster athletics app. All the information is available there. Velocity Fest at 14. Lane number 1, Clive Elson of UTEC, is also running on the protest. So 2 athletes in the lineup, Jazeel Murphy and Clive Elson, running on the protest. Off they go, or not. Well, well, well. What do we have here? This is heat number 4 of the men's 100 meters. And for the 4th time, there's a recall. 2 athletes already running on the protest, Jazeel Murphy and Clive Elson. Rasheen McLeod has already been disqualified for a false start. What happens this time around? The video is available. So, Jazeel Murphy has been disqualified for a false start. We'll move on from heat number 4 and go to heat number 5 and return to heat number 4 following that. A lot of starts in those legs in need of a rest. So heat number 5 coming up in the men's 100 meters. Here's the lineup. Lane 2, representing the MVP track club, Zenil Ferran. Lane 3 from GC Foster College, Tevin Hyman. Lane 4, the former Jamaican junior champion, representing Dynamic Speed track club, Ashani Smith. Lane 5, twice the Jamaican senior champion, representing Sweat Track Club, Taekwondo Tracy. And lane number 6, representing Sweat Track Club, Junior Harris. In 7, from New Era Track Club, Paul Henry. And in lane number 8, from UTEC, Dominic Williams. The lineup for heat number 5 in the men's 100 meters on track. Off they go. Good start. Well. Another recall. Heat number 5 in the men's 100 meters. Let's fill you in on the women's discus throw. It is still Samantha Hall leading the way with her third round effort of 60.78 meters. She had 59.36 in round 4. Shanae Lawrence still in second at 53.06, and Laudricia Cameron in third at 46.57. Long jump men in progress as well. Deep in this competition. We are in the 5th round of the competition. Sean G. Thompson, 7.67, still leads ahead of Tashay Gale, 7.64, and Aubrey Allen, 7.31. Off they go, and it is clean this time. Tracy got a slow start, but now he flies through the field. Shawnee Smith comes into second position. Taekwondo Tracy wins it. Pretty much walked out of the blocks. Taekwondo Tracy realized it wasn't going to be recalled and then got going. 10.35, positive 0.9. And that is a pretty impressive run, all things considered, for Taekwondo Tracy of Swept Track Club. And that, I am sure, will be enough to get him into the A final later on as we sort out the times behind him. .10.35 for Tracy, looks like 10.48 for Shawnee Smith in second position. Once again, positive 0.9 meters per second. Yes, so 10.35 for Tracy, 10.48 for Smith, 10.57 for Tevin Hyman of GC Foster College, 10.59 for Junior Harris of Swept, 10.65 for Paul Henry of New Era, 10.89 for Zanil Ferrin of MVP, and 11.10 for Dominic Williams of UTEC. So we'll go to heat number 6, and that will be followed by heat 4 in the men's 100 meters. Let's give you the lineup. Lane 2 representing Motorcade, Giovanni White. Lane 4 from Swept Track Club, Nicole Drummond. And lane number 5, the World University Games champion, representing Sprint Tech, Kadrian Golson. And lane number 7, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Javari Thomas. And in lane number 8, representing GC Foster College, Jace Witter. 6th heat in the men's 100 meters on track. Kadrian Golson looked in great shape a week ago, but we have another recall. And we'll have to wait to see the type of shape he's in 7 days after his 10.18 season opener at GC Foster College. The fall starts are mounting. No change in the long jump. It's still Sean D. Thompson out front with 7.67 ahead of Tajay Gale 7.64. Gale has passed his final, well, his last 2 attempts, rounds 4 and 5. He passed, so I suspect we may not see him for the remainder of this competition. Aubrey Allen still in 3rd at 7.31. Javane White of Motorcade in lane number 2 running under protest. Off they go. Kadrian Golson got a brilliant start and he's running well. So too is Javari Thomas. Golson ahead of Thomas. Golson comes away to win it. He does look really good. Kadrian Golson of Sprint Tech. 10.24 is the flash time. Positive 1.4 meters per second. The wind speed not far outside his season's best of 10.18, which was done a week ago. Thomas, who also looked pretty good at GC Foster College, especially at 200 meters, comes through in 2nd position at 10.32. Both of those we expect to be in the A final later on. 10.51 for Nicole Drummond of Swept Track Club, finishing in 3rd position. So with heat number 6 out the way, we're going to go back to heat number 4. And this one will still have Clive Elson of UTEC in 1, Devon Lysite of Pelicans in 2, Shad Miller of Hercules Wimbledon is in lane 3. Of course, Jazeel Murphy has already been disqualified for a false start. He's out. So too Rashane McLeod of Titans. Not seeing O'Shane Bailey, who was in lane number 4. Finally away. Skerritt is running well, so too is Chad Miller. Darian Skerritt takes control and comes away from Chad Miller. 10:46 is the winning time for the Antiguan Darian Skerritt. 10:47, the time adjusted to for Skerritt. Lost a couple of big guns from that section of the men's 100 meters. Men's long jump in the closing stages. 10:47 for Skerritt, 10:68 for Chad Miller, 10:79 for David Tomlinson of GC Foster College. Senior men's long jump, Sean D. Thompson has improved his leading mark. He did so in round number 5. 7.70 meters, his best now. Tajay Gale in second position, 7.64, but Gale passed in rounds 4 and 5 over Allen, still holding on to third position at 7.31 meters. We are in the final round of this competition. So just 3 competitors left to jump. Tomlinson of GC Foster College, he's in 4th position with a best of 7.15. Over Allen in 3rd with a best of 7.31. That was the sixth and final attempt for Allen, and he sees the red flag, so his best would remain 7.31 meters. That came in round number 3, and he secures third. That means we have one competitor left. Tajay Gale seems as if he'll pass his sixth and final effort as well. And so we come to Sean D. Thompson. 7.60 in round 1, 7.67 in round 2, 7.37 in round 3, 6.51 in round 4, and the leading mark of 7.70 in round number 5. He's getting ready for his sixth and final attempt. Sean D. Thompson of Springtech is on the runway in the men's long jump. Sean D. Thompson requesting your assistance for his final round effort in the men's long jump. .70, his best so far. Final effort. Gets the white flag. And now we await the measurement. He's already won the competition. Let's see if he has improved on his winning mark. 7.61 meters for Sean D. Thompson. So he does not improve his winning mark, but he has a victory in the men's long jump with his fifth round effort of 7.70 meters. In fact, his top two efforts that have won the competition tonight. Tajay Gale, the 2019 world champion, finishing in second position at 7.64, but he passed his final 3 attempts, and Allen of Legacy Athletics finishing in third with 7.31. The details available on the Roster Athletics app. If you haven't downloaded it yet, you should get downloading now. As we also say thanks to our sponsors of Velocity Fest 14, Grace, KFC and Water, the main sponsors for this Velocity Fest 14. The next scheduled track event is the men's 800 meters. 3 competitors are listed for that one, so we'll get to that shortly. But there's a lot of action in the field as we try to get you caught up with some of what's happening at the moment. The women's discus throw. Pretty good competition there with Samantha Hall winning 62.12 meters for Samantha Hall of MPP, and her winning mark came on her final effort. Remember, she led for a long way with a third round effort of 60.78, so twice over 60 meters in this competition. Samantha Hall, as she seeks Olympic qualification. Shanae Lawrence, who has been there on the Olympic stage before, finishing in second position for reckless control, 58.63. Her best mark came in round 5, and a pretty good finish to the competition. Shanae Lawrence, after a team start of 53.06 and 2 foul efforts, she finished with 58.63 and 57.35. And Latricia Cameron, more known for her shot put capabilities, finishing in third position with 46.57 meters. Athletes for the men's high jump, report to the competition area. Athletes for the men's high jump, you're needed at the competition area. Men's 800 meters, the next track event that's coming up. The athletes are also warming up for the men's discus throw. That event includes the world leader Travis Michael going through his warm-ups. The 2019 World Championship silver medalist Frederick Dakers is also in the lineup, and they will renew their long, great and friendly rivalry. Three men listed for the 800 meters. This is the way they should line up. In lane number 4, Jamore Cunningham. In lane number 5, Chris Smith. And in lane number 6, Christoph Wilson. That's the way they are set to line up for the men's 800 meters, 2 laps of the stadium track. So Jamore Cunningham in lane 4 and Chris Smith in lane 5, both running unattached, and Christoph Wilson in lane number 6 representing the MVP Track and Field Club. Women also warming up for the long jump competition. 2019 Pan-American Games bronze medalist Tisana Hicklin among the competitors in the lineup.
On your mark.
Cunningham, Smith and Wilson, the 3 for this 800 meters. Chris Smith, the fastest in the field at 1:53.87, and he takes the early lead with Christoph Wilson of MVP now sliding into second position with Jamore Cunningham in 3rd. Cunningham in the blue. The smallest of the 3 is Chris Smith, and he has the lead with Christoph Wilson of MVP in second position. Small field, and so they're all pretty comfortable with spacing at this stage. Smith ahead of Wilson. Cunningham in 3rd. They're all within touching distance. 58.5 for the first 400 meters. Nothing quick about this one. If anything, it's pretty slow. It's Chris Smith with the advantage. Now starting to press the gas with Christoph Wilson of MVP trying to go with him. Down the back stretch they go. As expected, Chris Smith just opening up, but Christoph Wilson not letting him go too far ahead. They come up to 200 meters to run. Chris Smith with the advantage makes another move as he starts the top bend and goes further clear. Chris Smith came into this one as the favorite, and he's starting to show exactly why. A pretty moderate first lap, but he's pouring it on in this second 400 meters. Down the home stretch they come. Smith ahead of Wilson, with Cunningham trying to get close. Smith will win it. Will be outside 2 minutes for the men's 800 meters. Cunningham finishes in second ahead of Christoph Wilson of MVP. 2 minutes 01.41 is the winning time for Chris Smith. Cunningham 2:03. 2:03.54 for Cunningham, and Wilson 2:03.75. Pretty pedestrian pace for that men's 800 meters. Next event on track will be the women's 400 meters, and we will move along because of the plethora of false starts that we had in the 100 meters. We do find ourselves about 10 minutes behind, but we endeavor to catch up for sure with the excellent work of the world-class athletics unit here at Velocity Fest at 14. Let's take you through the lineup for this women's 400 meters. And lane number 7 representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Tina Edwards. And lane number 6 from UTEC, Annalise Brady. And lane number 5 also representing UTEC, the British Virgin Islander, Akrissa Aristide. And lane number 4, a 5th place finisher at the 2022 World Indoor Championships, Tovia Jenkins representing Sprintec. And in lane number 3, representing UTEC, Deandra Harris. That's the lineup for the women's 400 meters. Shine Salmon is listed to be in lane number 2. She's not there. Off and running for the women's 400 meters. Tovia Jenkins has gotten away well. .68 at her best, Tovia Jenkins. And that came in 2021. She's in charge of this race. Tovia Jenkins, sprinting from lane number 4 into the straight. Well clear of Aristide. Tovia Jenkins looking strong all the way to the line. Outside 53.13 is the winning time for Tovia Jenkins. Ran 53.08 at GC Foster College last week, so not as fast as she ran a week ago. The time adjusted now to 53.14 for Tovia Jenkins. Two sections of the men's 400 meters to come. We'll start with the B final and then go to the A final. We've also started action in the men's discus. Very early days though. Alex Watkins of GC Foster College leading the competition with a best of 49.84, but we've not seen the big guns yet. Frederick Dakers, Travis Michael, Chad Wright, as Tia Josh Mott takes the lead with a throw of 50.52 meters. Let's get to the B final for the men's 400 meters then. And we give you the lineup from lane number 8, representing New Era. Clinton Simmons in 7, competing unattached. Charles Wright in lane 6 from Dynamic Speed, a track club. Kamar Davis in lane 5, also from Dynamic Speed track club. Dante Gordon in lane number 4, again from Dynamic Speed track club. Gregory Williams in lane number 3, representing Subtrack Club, Simon Rijo. In lane number 2, Christopher Gibson. Not there, so we have just lanes 8 to 3 for this B race.
On your mark.
Off they go for the B race of the men's 400 meters. Dante Gordon of Dynamic Speed Track Club in lane number 5 went on well, but the response comes from his teammate Kamar Davis in 6th. On the outside, moving well too, looks to be Charles Wright, competing unattached as they go through 200 meters. Wright is looking pretty strong, but so too is Gordon and Davis as they transition down the home stretch. Lane number 6, that's Kamar Davis ahead of Dante Gordon in lane number 5. Davis and Gordon rallying down the home stretch, and Gordon will get there first. 48.87 for Dante Gordon to take the B final of the men's 400 meters. The A final is coming up next. Let's run through the lineup for the A final in the men's 400 meters. In lane number seven, representing Racers Track Club, Jeremy Bembridge. In lane number 6, representing Titans, Malik James King. In lane number 5, opened with 46.64 last week from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Asini Wilson. In lane number 4, he'll represent Jamaica at the Corruptor Games later this month from New Era, Javon Pinnock. In lane number 3, Tyrese Hyman. In lane number 2, representing the MVP Track and Field Club, the Antiguan, Shailen Diet. And in lane number 1, representing UTEC, Najee Mikhail. The lineup for the A final of the men's 400 meters.
On your mark.
Malik James King, the fastest in the field this season with a 46.28. Let's see what he delivers here today. Asina Wilson looked very good a week ago at GC Foster College as well as they head down the back stretch. A final of the men's 400 meters. Malik James King in lane number 6 getting into his running. Asina Wilson in lane number 5, not moving badly either. Jeremy Pembridge going quickly on the far outside as they transition down the home stretch. Malik James King has the lead. Pembridge is in second. Asina Wilson trying to close, but look at this performance from Malik James King. He's blown the field away. That's brilliant. That's 45.58. Malik James King, what a performance. 45.22 is his lifetime best, but he smashes his season's best with that performance. Well, Malik James King finally taking on the 400 and not just 200 of the 400. What a race, what a fabulous performance from Malik James King. 45.58 makes him the fastest Jamaican outdoors for 2024. That is quite a run. Let's run through the place times for you. Remember, you can download the Roster Athletics app to get all this information. So Malik James King, 45.59 as season's best. Asina Wilson of Dynamic Speed Track Club, 46.66, just outside his season's best done a week ago, 46.64. Jeremy Pembridge finishes in third position at 47.23. That's a season's best for him. Jalen Diet of the MVP, the Antiguan, finishing in fourth position at 47.52. Pinnock of New Era, 48.05. Hyman of MVP, 48.58. Mikhail of MVP, 49.83. Men's 400 meters A race dominated by Malik James King. So the next event on track will be the senior women's 200 meters, and they should be at the call room. So the competitors for the senior women's 200 meters, 3 minutes away now from the start of that event. We'll have an A and a B final in the women's 200 meters. The 200s all timed finals. Let's get you up to date with the men's discus throw competition. Frederick Dickers, the 2019 World Championship silver medalist, now with the lead, 63.11 meters. And that came in round one. We are in the third round of the competition. Chad Wright is in second position at 59.45. Tokyo Olympic Games finalist is Chad Wright. Has a fine resume as well. And in third position at this stage, Alex Watkins of GC Foster College, 51.71. Travis Michael, the world leader in this event, failed on his first two attempts. So we'll keep a close eye on that event, the discus throw for men. Men's high jump competition. Also getting ready to begin. Initially we were to have a field of 5. Seems as if we're down to just 2. Raymond Richards and Shane Wilson, 2 men who battled at the Intercollegiate Championships yesterday at GC Foster College, both cleared 2.23 meters. And now they come and renew rivalry here at the National Stadium at Velocity Fest 14. So as soon as that competition begins, then we'll help you through it as well. But you can always download the Roster Athletics app and watch and get the results live. Remember the women's 200 meters, the next event coming up on track. We also have women's shot put action in progress. We'll bring you up to speed with what's happening there in short order. So the women's shot put at the moment being led by the Commonwealth Games 4th place finisher, Latricia Cameron of Reckless Control, 15.91 meters. And we are in the final round of this competition now. Cameron's leading mark came in round 2. She did get out to 15.85 in round number 5. Brianna Monteith, the intercollegiate champion, is in second with 12.16. And Victoria Christie of Reckless Control in third with 12.02 meters. Shanae Lawrence of Reckless Control is also taking part in this event. She's in fourth with 11.63 meters, but as expected, Cameron leads the way with 15.91 meters, and we have one round to go in that competition. The 200s promise to be fantastic, really. You'll definitely want to see these races. Real treat here at Velocity Fest 14. And we are expecting some fast times. Can't wait to see what the athletes deliver over the half lap. Let's take you through the lineup for the B final of the women's 200 meters. The athletes listed in lane number 8, Angelina Ferguson of Dynamic Speed Track Club. In 7, Melina Duran of Air Blast Off Lions, the Canadian. In lane number 6, from Sprint Tech, Ashley Williams. In lane number 5, 5 times a global championship medalist at 400 and 4x4, Stephanie Ann McPherson. And lane number 4, from UTEC, Shanike Anderson. In 3, also from UTEC, Shanil Dawson. And in lane 2, from Racers Track Club, Mariam Ruya Ali. Off they go for the B final, women's 200 meters. Ashley Williams is going well in lane number 6 for Sprint Tech. Stephanie Ann McPherson trying to chase. Ashley Williams ahead of Stephanie Ann McPherson. Williams away from Stephanie Ann McPherson. Ashley Williams wins it 23:45. Stephanie Ann McPherson in 2nd position. And looks as if it was Shanike Anderson of UTEC who came through for 3rd. We'll get confirmation of the wind speed shortly, positive 0.9, 23:45 for Ashley Williams, 23.88 for Stephanie Ann McPherson, 24.61 for Shanike Anderson in 3rd, and Mariam Ruya Ali from the Maldives, representing the Racers Track Club here, 25.11 in 4th. The A final for the women's 200 meters coming up. This is a fine looking race. We'll take you through the lineup shortly. Men's discus throw, Travis Michael got it right in round number 4 after 3 fall throws. 65.96 meters, and he takes the lead in the men's discus throw. The world leader showing his class, waited out of 3 rounds, but he's come up big in round number 4. Frederick Dakers, his longtime rival and great friend, sitting in 2nd position with his first round effort of 63.11. And Chad Wright, another longtime rival, in 3rd position, 62.23. With Alex Watkins of GC Foster College in 3rd, 51.71. So the A final for the women's 200 meters coming up, and that's a cracking one. Just to remind you that the B final was won by Ashley Williams of Sprintech in a time of 23.45. This field has the world leader, Shanae Williams, the Barbadian, representing the MVP Track Club. She's in lane number 7. Tina Clayton is in the lineup in 4, Renisha McGregor 3, Genevieve Rossa 2, and Tina Edwards in 1. Barbadian record for Shanae Williams last week at GC Foster College, 22:59, and the fastest in the world this year. Let's see what she delivers. Tina Clayton also running well. So too is Renisha McGregor. McGregor chases Shanae Williams, the two-time world 400 bronze medalist. The Barbadian tearing away. Does she get another national record? No, she doesn't. Just outside it, 22:68. She was 22:59 at GC Foster College last week. 22.70 is what the time has been adjusted to. Renisha McGregor finishing in 2nd position. Great to see Renisha McGregor back and healthy again. She finishes in 2nd position. We'll get you confirmation of the place times shortly. Women's long jump is also in progress. Event being led by Tisana Hicklin, 6.09 meters. We are in the 3rd round. That came in the opening round for Hicklin. Serena Cole of MVP is in 2nd at 5.73. That came in round 2. And Melissa Walker is in 3rd at 5.42. That came in the 3rd round. Let's sort out those place times for you in the women's 200 meters. So 22:70 for Shanae Williams, positive 1.8 meters per second the wind speed. Renisha McGregor 23:55 in 2nd position. Tina Clayton 23:73 in 3rd position. Genevieve Rossa in 4th at 23.89. And so we move along to the men's 200 meters now, and we start with section E, which is the first of 5 races. Looks as if we have a Shawnee Sikri of Dynamic Speed Track Club in lane number 6. Mohammed Shameen of the Maldives in lane number 5, representing races. Gregory Williams in lane number 4 for Dynamic Speed Track Club. Budin Tolo of Dynamic Speed in 3. Ramal Sewell of MVP in lane number 2. And Kashim Green of MVP in lane number 1. Tisana Hicklin on the runway in the women's long jump as well. Off they go for this, the first section, men's 200 meters. Let's see how they transition down the home stretch. Lane number 6, Shawnee Sikri of Dynamic. He's well clear of the rest of the field. Real battle on for 2nd, but Sikri well clear and comes through to take it in 21.63 for Shawnee Sikri of Dynamic Speed Track Club. Let's also tell you that that last effort from Tisana Hicklin in round 3 of the women's long jump, 5.83 meters, negative 1.9 meters per second the wind speed, so real difficult for the jumpers here. Serena Cole has improved to 5.88 from 5.73, but she remains in second position, so 5.72, 5.73, and a 5.88. The three efforts for Serena Cole, that 5.88 into a minus 1.2 meters per second wind speed. First section of the men's 200 meters is now out the way. So it was Degree winning in 21.63 ahead of Shamil of the Maldives 22.10 and Gregory Williams of Dynamic Speed 22.44. Positive 2.0 meters per second was the wind speed for that one. Well, we look to see who has turned up for the second section, because it is quite a lineup if all the principals are there. Jadeem Diosi of GC Foster College is in 6th. Buaji and Kumi of Racers Track Club, the Jamaican junior record holder at 100, is in 5. Rohan Watson, the reigning Jamaican champion at 100 meters, is in 4. Blaine Buckle is in lane 3. Kalani Cook in 2, and Nicoy White in lane 1. Off they go for the men's 200 meters. This is the second section of 5. Let's see how they transition into the straightaway. Easy does it for lane number 5. Buaji and Kumi, look at the clock, 20.74. That is only a taste of what is to come. Just a taste of what is to come in this series of 200-meter races. And Kumi starts us off with quite a bang. The 999 man at 100 meters delivers a fine season opener at 200 meters. And you can mark that as a personal best for him, with the wind being legal. Competitors for the sprint hurdles, you're needed at the cold room. Competitors for the sprint hurdles, check in at the cold room. Competitors for the sprint hurdles, check in at the cold room. 20.74 for Buaji and Kumi, a personal best, positive 1.5 meters per second. The wind speed smashing his previous best of 21.31. Rohan Watson of MVP, 21.14, finishes in second position. Jaim Diosi, 21.33 of GC Foster College, finishing in third position. Next section, on track, Sandrian Barnes of GC Foster College, set to be in lane number 8. Oblique Seville of Racers Track Club in lane 7. Rashawn Clark has been in fine form this season. He goes in lane number 6 for Swept Track Club. The Guyanese, Shamara Ratio, representing Racers, is in 5. Mazina Bart, the 2023 Intercollegiate Champion, UWI Mona, is in lane 4. Nicoy Drummond of Swept Track Club is in 3. Jordan James of GC Foster College in 2. And the Vincentian, representing GC Foster College, Makish Compton, listed for lane number 1. No Zandrian Barnes in lane number 8, but Oblique Seville is in lane number 7. Rashawn Clark is trying to chase him. Seville transitions beautifully off the curve. Into the straight they come. Oblique Seville with the advantage. Look at him step away from the rest of the field. Clark battling for second, but Oblique Seville has them beat. Told you something special was coming tonight. And that may just be a continuation. That's a lifetime best for Oblique Seville. 20.86 coming into this race. It's now 20.17. But that is what you get when a fast man at 100 hasn't run the 200 for quite a while. 20.17, ladies and gentlemen, that is so far the performance of Velocity Best 14 by Oblique Seville. Twice a world championship, 4th place finisher at 100 meters. Could this be the year? Paris is in sight. Oui, Paris. We're not quite done yet. So much excitement still to come. Still have the place times to sort out for this section of the men's 200 meters. 20.17 for Oblique Seville, a lifetime best. Positive 1.9 meters per second is the wind speed. And I tell you what, it's a good time for us all to say to Oblique Seville, happy birthday, because that is quite a way to celebrate it. Rashawn Clark, how about this kid? He is special, he is really special. This is 20.69 at 200 meters for Rashawn Clark, the 400 hurdler. That is quite a performance. That is a lifetime best for him as well. Shamar Horatio, the Guyanese from the Racers Track Club, lands a personal best as well, 20.83. We're not done yet. There is more to come. Let's go to this one. Lane 8, Paul Henry, New Hera. Akeem Blake, the World Indoor 60 meters bronze medalist, is in 7. Wendell Miller looked good at JC Foster College last week. The Bahamian representing MVP is in lane number 6. Lane 4 is Shad Miller from Great Britain. Lane 3, Curran Griffith, the Barbadian representing the Racers Track Club. Lane 2, the Antiguan Darian Skerritt representing Titans. And Jazeel Murphy scheduled to be in lane number 1 for Dynamic Speed Track Club. Off they go for this section of the men's 200 meters. Akeem Blake in lane number 7 has gone out well. Wendell Miller trying to chase him, the Bahamian, but it's Akeem Blake well clear of the rest of the field. The World Indoor 60 bronze medalist comes through to win it, and that's not a bad time either, 20.43. Well, the men mean business over 200 meters tonight. And Akeem Blake very much in business, running with a whole lot of confidence after his performance in Glasgow, Scotland. And he comes through to take this section of the men's 200 meters. Remember, the competitors for the sprint hurdles, you should be at check-in at the call room. You should be at check-in at the call room, competitors for the sprint hurdles, as Akeem Blake runs away to a personal best 20.43, bettering the 20.83 he set all the way back in 2022. So 20.45 is what the time has been adjusted to. Positive 0.7 meters per second the wind speed. Wendell Miller, the Bahamian, runs a personal best 20.61 after his season's best 20.83 last week. Paul Henry of New Era, 20.96. He finishes in 3rd position. The Barbadian Curran Griffith, 21.01. Finishing in 4th, Jazeel Murphy, 21.06. Finishing in 5th, position. I just wonder if we've saved the best for last, because this final section is quite a lineup. What a race this one promises to be. Let's run through the full lineup for you. In lane number 8, World Championship bronze medalist at 100 meters, British record holder at both 100 and 200, represents the Racers Track Club tonight, Zarnell Hughes. In lane number 7, looked impressive with a 20.71 performance at GC Foster College last week from Sprintec, Demish K. In lane number 6, the reigning world of 400 meters champion from the Racers Track Club, welcome Antonio Watson. And lane number 5, so much talent, so much quality, 20.34 at his best, representing Optimum Track Club, Brian Level. And lane number 4, a World Championship Relay gold medalist for Canada, representing Sprintec, Brendan Rodney. And lane number 3, World Indoor 400 bronze medalist, the national record holder at 400 meters outdoors from the MVP Track Club, Rashid McDonald. In lane number 2, 20.47 at his best from the MVP Track Club, welcome Michael Campbell. And in lane number 1, false started at 100 meters, looking for redemption at 200 meters, the Guyanese from Swept Track Club, Emmanuel Archibald. That's the lineup for the A race in the men's 200 meters. And they're all chasing 20.17 set by Oblique Seville. No, Brendan Button in 4 as they are sent on their way. Brian Level caught up well. On the outside, Zarnell Hughes also running a fast curve. Into the straight they come. Rashid McDonald is going brilliantly. Look at McDonald and Zarnell Hughes. Hughes goes to the front ahead of McDonald. Zarnell Hughes, 20.40 is the winning time. Not as fast as the 20.17 that we got from Oblique Seville earlier, but Zarnell Hughes, a positive 1.1 meters per second, comes through to take that section of the men's 200 meters. Rashid McDonald showing that he is still in terrific form from the World Indoor Championships, where he picked up that bronze medal over 400 meters, and we'll sort out them for you shortly in terms of the place times. Behind Zarnell Hughes, the World Championship bronze medalist at 100 meters. The wind speed legal, positive 1.1 meters per second. So no problems there, and we've certainly seen some fast times at 100 meters tonight, but I told you, they were very much coming. Well, here we go then. Zarnell Hughes, 20.40, a season's best for him. Rashid McDonald, 20.59, a season's best for him as well. Just outside his personal best of 20.57. Demish K ran 20.71 last week. He comes back at 20.65 this week. Antonio Watson, the world 400 champion, 20.84, and that's a season's best for him. With Brian Level, who ran 20.96 at GC Foster College last week, coming through at 20.92 for 5th, with Michael Campbell in 6th at 21.69. That completes the series of 200-meter races. Yeah, what a treat we had. Oblique Seville leading the way at 20.17, a new lifetime best for him, smashing his previous best of 20.86. My goodness me, the appetites must be wet after that. But we still have more to go, the sprint hurdles and the 100 finals to come on the track, and so much action in the field. Let's all take a water break, and then we'll get caught up with what's happening around the field here at Velocity Fest 14. let's study how the women's long jump finished. Sana Hicklin of Ricketts Performance passed on her last 3 attempts, but she still won the competition with a best of 6.09 meters. Serena Cole of MVP finished second, 5.88. That effort came in round number 3, and Melissa Walker finished in third at 5.60. Her best mark came in round number 4. Sasha Walters of GC Foster 5.39, and Asia Malcolm of MVP 4.59 completing the field. Women's shot put also done and dusted. Ladricia Cameron of Reckless Control winning with 15.91 meters. Brenna Monteith, the intercollegiate champion from GC Foster College, finishing second with 12.16. Shanae Lawrence of Reckless Control, third, 12.06. And Victoria Christie of Reckless Control, fourth, with 12.02 meters. Discus throw for men. We've also completed that event. The winner, the world leader, Travis Michael of Reckless Control. They're very much in control of the throws. 65.96 meters. His best mark, that came in round number 4. He had another effort over 65.32 in round 5. The other 4 efforts were all fouls. Frederick Dickers improved to 64.80 and finished second. That mark came in round number 5 after a 64.71 in round 4, and finished off with 63.15. And Chad Wright, also over 60 meters, the Olympic Games finalist from Tokyo. His 6th round effort, 62.42. His best mark had 61.03 and in round 5, and 62.23 in round number 3. Alex Watkins of GC Foster College was 4th, 51.71 meters. Men's high jump, we've also finished action in that event. Tough back-to-back days for Raymond Richards and Shane Wilson, the two who battled at the Intercollegiate Championship yesterday. Both there 2.23 meters. Today, yeah, not as good. Richards didn't clear a height. Opened at 2.10 and was unable to go clear. Shane Wilson went clear at 2.10, but then failed at 2.15 meters. So that was a pretty quick competition, the men's high jump. The women's triple jump is also scheduled for the program. Shanika Ricketts, the 2-time World Championship medalist, set to be in action. There's also the men's triple jump. Sean D. Thompson, the men's long jump winner, is scheduled there, so we'll see if those competitors will turn up for those events. The men's javelin throw competition is also getting ready to begin. Andre Raymond of GC Foster College, Zayvon Richards of Reckless Control, Elvis Graham of GC Foster College, the competitors listed for the men's javelin throw. The 110-meter hurdles for men also coming up. And following the 110-meter hurdles for men, will close with the 100-meter finals. So we are winding down after those extremely exciting 200-meter races. We'll get some quality in the hundreds as well, that's for sure. And we could be in for a pretty quick time later on tonight on both the men's and women's sides of the 100s. As promised, Velocity Fest 14 very much back on schedule as we get ready for the men's 110-meter hurdles final. In lane number 2, representing the MVP Track Club, Norman Petersgill. In 3, also from the MVP Track Club, Adario Phillips. In lane number 4, also representing the MVP Track Club, Zaza Wellington. In 5, from New Era Track Club, Andre Harris. And in lane number 6, from the MVP Track Club, Joel Bryan. 5 men who have all gone under 14 seconds for the 110 hurdles. Off they go. Petersgill on the inside got away well. Joel Bryan on the outside also moving nicely. It's gonna be Bryan on the outside from lane number 6 who comes through at 13.85. Adjusted to 13.87, just outside his personal best of 13.84. The wind is legal. So 13.87 for Joel Bryan. Adaria Phillips got second. Petersgill third, 14.04 for Petersgill. Looks like 13.90 for Phillips. So there's that men's javelin throw in progress and the 100 finals to come. athletes for the A and B finals in the women's 100 meters. You're needed at the called room. Athletes A and B finals for the women's 100 meters. You're needed at the called room. Competition has started in the men's javelin throw. We're in the second round of the competition, which has been led by Elvis Graham with 67.04 meters. Zavon Richards is in second with 65.60, and Andre Raymond in third, 52.49. Just 3 competitors in the field for the men's javelin throw. Next to subtract the women's 100B final. That is scheduled for 7:40 p.m. So we are still 15 minutes away from the scheduled start of that. The A race will follow at 7:43, and then the men's finals with the C final at 7:47, the B final at 7:51, and the A final at 7:55. The women's B final will have Jaden Bennett of UTEC, Alexia Bedford of UTEC, Janelle Smith, MVP, Sharia Henry, Titans, Ayla Pessoa Rollins, St. Andrew High School, Yannick Thompson, Sprintec, Melina Duran, Air Blast of Lions, and Normally White of MVP. And then the A final will have Kishana Niles of UTEC, Janique Brown of MVP, Crystal Slowly of UTEC, Shashali Forbes of Sprintec, Tia Clayton of MVP, Ramona Burchell of Sprintec, Shura Levy of Legacy, and Amoy Brown of MVP. And what a final that's going to be. Tia Clayton looked fantastic in qualifying with a personal best 11.13, but Shashali Forbes also looked great at 11.16. And there was also Ramona Burchell, who came through in the first heat at 11:33. She looked pretty good in qualifying as well, so should be quite a final for the women's 100 meters. And you can never count out the ever-improving youngster Crystal Slowly, who clocked 11:42 in qualifying, has a lifetime best of 11:27. So we'll see how she goes in that final as well. Elvis Graham has improved his leading mark in the men's javelin throw. second round effort of 71.26 meters, better than the 71, or meant that the 67.04 from round one. Zayvon Richards remains in second position, but he's also produced an improved effort, 65.67 in round two. And just to go back to the 100 meters now and give you the athletes who are set to compete. In the C final, David Tomlinson of GC Foster College, Johan Ogilvy of Dynamic Speed Track Club, Jace Witter of GC Foster College, Justin Freighter of Dynamic Speed Track Club, Clinton Simmons of New Era, and O'Dane Crooks of New Era. Then for the B final, Nicole White of Dynamic Speed Track Club, Junior Harris of Swept, Mazina Barrett of UWI Mona, Nicole Drummond of Swept, Tevin Hyman, GC Foster College, Paul Henry, New Era, Chad Miller, Hercules Wimbledon out of Great Britain, Chad Miller, and Wayne McPherson of Dynamic Speed. And then the big one, the A final for the men's 100 meters, will have Mario Williams of MVP, Javon White of GC Foster College, Javari Thomas of Dynamic Speed, Andre Harris of New Era, Shawnee Smith of Dynamic Speed, Taekwondo Tracy, who looked pretty good in qualifying, Swept Track Club, Ramon Barneswell of MVP, and Darian Skerritt of Titans. Appears as if Kadrian Golson will not return for the final after his 10.24 in qualifying, adding to that 10.18 that he produced last week at GC Foster College. So that is what we have to look forward to. The 100 finals, first the women and then the men. And we are now just about 10 minutes away as we also watch action in the javelin throw. Three competitors out there. Elvis Graham leading at 71.26. We're in the third round. Zayvon Richards in second position at 65.67, and Andre Raymond 53.40 in round three remains in third position. And we just saw that last throw coming from Elvis Graham to end round number three, and now we await the measurement for that effort. 71.26 in round two, that's his best mark so far. And now we await the mark for round number three. .42 is the third round effort for Elvis Graham. The athletes for the finals of the women's 100 meters report to the start area. The athletes for the finals of the women's 100 meters report to the start area. Assistance needed over the javelin area. In the closing stages of this competition now. So the athletes are on for the B final of the women's 100 meters, and we are 4 minutes away from the scheduled start of that event. Bang on time here at Velocity Fest 14. Elvis Graham with another big effort there in the men's javelin throw. Let's get to the B final for the women's 100 meters, the penultimate race on the women's side for Velocity Fest 14. In lane number 1, representing UTEC, Jillian Bennett. In lane number 3, World Championship Relay Gold Medalist in 2019, representing the MVP Track Club, Janelle Smith. In lane number 4, representing Titans, Sharia Henry. In lane number 5, the San Andrew High School girl, Ayla Priscilla Rollins. In lane number 6, 2018 Sprint Hurdles bronze medalist at the Commonwealth Games, representing Sprint Tech, Yannick Thompson. And in lane number 8, representing the MVP Track Club, normally white. The lineup for the B final of the women's 100 meters. Off they go for the B final of the women's 100 meters. Unique Thompson got away well. Sharia Henry is running brilliantly as well. It's Henry away from Thompson. Sharia Henry will come through to win it from lane number 4. 11.69 is the flash time for Sharia Henry, and that has been adjusted to 11.70. Unique Thompson 11.83 finishes in second position. Not as fast as she did in qualifying, Unique Thompson, for that second position, but Sharia Henry much faster than qualifying when she ran 11.82, and she takes victory in the B final of the women's 100 meters. Henry ahead of Thompson, with Ayla Pessoa-Rollins in third at 12.21. Positive 1.3 meters per second the wind speed. Normally white of MVP fourth at 12.84, and Jaden Bennett of UTEC 12.93, finishing in the fifth position. 11.70 the winning time for Sharia Henry of Titans to take the B final of the women's 100 meters. Let's move right along to the A final of the women's 100 meters. We started in number 1, the Intercol silver medalist from yesterday, representing the University of Technology, the Barbadian Kishona Niles. And in number 2, a 2019 World Championship Sprint Hurdles finalist, representing MVP Janique Brown. And in number 3, 11.27 at her best, 11.42 in qualifying, from UTEC, Crystal Slowly. In lane number 4, 10.96 at her best, the World Championship semi-finalist from Budapest, representing Sprintech, Shashali Forbes. In lane number 5, she ran a personal best 11.13 in qualifying, representing MVP Track Club, Tia Clayton. In lane number 6, 11.03 at her best, 11.33 in qualifying, from Sprintech, Ramona Burchell. In lane number 7, twice the World Championship relay medalist, representing Legacy Athletics, Jura Levy. And in lane number 8, representing the MVP Track and Field Club, Amoy Brown. The lineup for the final, A final of the women's 100 meters. Amoy Brown absent from lane number 8. Off they go. And we get the recall gun for the A final of the women's 100 meters. Closing stages of the men's javelin throw final as well. Elvis Graham still leads with 71.26. We're in the final round of the competition. Janique Brown, lane number 2, has been disqualified for a false start. Off they go. Again, another recall. Niles in 1. Janique Brown has already been disqualified for a false start. Crystal Slowly in 3. Shashali Forbes in 4. Tia Clayton in 5. Ramona Birchall in 6. Drew Levy in 7. Yellow card shown. A final women's 100 meters on track. Off they go. Tia Clayton got up well. Forbes got left in the blocks and Tia Clayton ahead and well clear now. Tia Clayton 11.14. Just outside the 11.13 she produced in qualifying. Shashali Forbes got left in the blocks. That's been adjusted to 11.12. It's positive 1.1. It is another personal best for Tia Clayton. 2 personal best performances today for Tia Clayton over 100 meters. 11.13 in qualifying, 11.12 in the final. Tough on Shashali Forbes, who never got going. We'll run through the place time shortly. Ramona Birchall came through to take 2nd position. Once again, positive 1.1 meters per second, the wind speed for the A final of the women's 100 meters. So much to talk about at the end of this meet, including the performances of Tia Clayton of the MVP Track and Field Club. 11.12, positive 1.1 meters per second. Ramona Birchall, Sprint Tech, 11.36. Crystal Slowly repeats the time she did in qualifying, 11.42. Jura Levy of Legacy Athletics, the veteran, at 11.43, finishing in 4th. The Barbadian Kishona Niles finishing in 5th at 11.57. Let's go to the C final then of the men's 100 meters. In lane number 2 from GC Foster College, David Tomlinson. In 3 from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Johan Ogilvy. In 4 from GC Foster College, Chase Witter. In 5 from Dynamic Speed Track Club, Justin Freighter. And in 6 from New Era, Clinton Simmons. That's the lineup for the C final of the men's 100 meters. Off they go, or not. Off C final, men's 100 meters. Let's see what the officials decide. So apparently several of the athletes are being disturbed by some music coming from close by, and the organizers are trying to get that turned off. But in the meantime, we'll continue with the event, and the C final for the men's 100 meters is now on track. All four athletes still at the start line. Off they go, Ogilvy, Witter, Frichter and Simmons. Simmons has gone away well. Frichter challenging. Frichter and Simmons right together. Here they go to the line. Simmons, I think, got it just 10:59. Frichter gets the win from lane number 5. That's 10.59 for Justin Frichter of Dynamic Speed, the track club. Witter in second position, that's James Witter of GC Foster College at 10.63. David Tomlinson in third at 10.75. 10.76 for Johan Ogilvy. Positive 1.6 meters per second the wind speed. 10.59, 10.63, 10.75 and 10.76. B final coming up for the men's 100 meters. Let's run through the lineup for this one. In lane number 1, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Nicoy White. In 2 from Swept Track Club, Junior Harris. In 3 from UWI Mona, Mazzino Barrett. In lane 4 from Swept Track Club, Nicoy Drummond. In lane 5 from GC Foster College, Tevin Hyman. In lane 6 from New Era, Paul Henry. In lane 7, the Brit, representing Hercules Wimbledon, Chad Miller. And in lane number 8, representing Dynamic Speed Track Club, Wayne McPherson. And those are the athletes listed for the B final of the men's 100 meters. So no Paul Henry in 6, no Chad Miller in 7. Off they go. Another recall. Lane number 1, Nicole White.